What we do here at the Spokane Sangha is we bring forward a subject and we try and really zero in on it, focus and practice with focus on these particular items. And this month, for the month of September, we're talking about habit energy. And in week one, we talked about taking responsibility for our habit energy, but to do so in a gentle way, that we do not use that as a vehicle to the house of guilt and shame. That is not what it's about. It's about recognizing the habit energy and the responsibility that we have with it. But again, just very gently. So we worked on that on week one. Week two, we talked about the secrets and how comfortable we get with secrets when it comes to habit energy. And that was the focus last week. And this week, we're talking about instant gratification. And yesterday, Julia did a wonderful meditation and brought forward in the practice of pausing. How do we pause before we allow habit energy that might be negative to affect us? But there's also habit energy that is positive, and there's habit energy that is neutral. So we will do a meditation today based on practicing the pause. And go ahead and get yourself in whatever meditative position works best for you, whether it's sitting up with a strong straight back or lying down. Maybe you're out walking the dog. And one of the things that is so important as we enter into meditation is breath. Breathing is the most important to our physical bodies, as we can't survive much more than a few minutes without it. I'm going to do a breathing exercise where I inhale for a slow count of 8. I will hold for a slow count of 8, and I will exhale for a slow count of 8. I'm going to do that 3 times. If you have a breathing exercise that settles you in, by all means do that, and then we'll go ahead and get started. As you continue to breathe, be mindful of any tension that might reside between your ears. Relax the forehead. Relax your cheeks. Relax the jaw. Let the tension drop from your neck and your shoulders. Let that roll down your arms, past the elbows, past the wrists, and just let that tension drain from the palms of your hands. Let it just fall to the earth and just breathe. Be mindful of any tension that might be in the shoulders, between the shoulder blades, the chest, the abdomen, the lower back. Let the tension drop from the hips down through the legs, over your knees, over the calves, Just let any tension that may remain drain out of the bottoms of your feet into Mother Earth. She's happy to take it. And just breathe. Today we're going to take us a little walk out in the middle of the desert. If you like to go barefoot, imagine yourself barefoot in the sand. See the warm sun up above. Feel a very gentle breeze upon your face. And as you look out, you just see nothing but desert. As far as the eye can see, large dunes, small dunes, light colors, darker colors and shadows. Continue to feel the hot sun as it beats down on your forehead. Blue sky. And just breathe. Begin to step forward, one foot after the other along the path. Feel the sand as it slowly slides from underneath each footstep. If you're barefoot, feel the sand as it comes up between the toes. If you're in shoes, just feel the sand as it gives way as you take each step, slow but sure, along the sandy trail. And just breathe. Feel the warmth from the sun, the dry air as it's around you. And as you continue to walk along the desert path, slowly imagine a little thirst, a little dryness in the mouth perhaps, feeling that heat radiate from the sand below, feeling the sun as it's radiating down from above, and just continue to walk step by step as you continue across the desert. And just breathe. As you continue to walk again, imagine throat's just a little dry. Nice cool drink of water. Sounds wonderful as you continue to slowly trudge across these desert sands. And off in the distance, you'll see a palm tree way off over the next sandy dune. As you continue to walk, again feel the sand as it goes underneath your feet, the heat as it radiates upwards, the sun and the heat as it comes down from above. Feel a little bit of thirst, a little bit of dryness as you approach this palm tree. You're slowly walking up the side of this last dune. Feel the little bit of stress in the legs as you try and trudge to the top of the sandy dune. And as you reach the peak and you look over the top, you see this palm tree is right next to a crystal clear pond of water. So cool, so refreshing. Only a few more steps to go. Again, feeling the sand beneath your feet, feeling the heat in your breath as you take in the warm air. Feel the dryness in the mouth. The sun is beating down. And just before you reach this cool pool of water, you just take a moment and stop. You pause. Just take a moment. Look at the clear, cool water in front of you. Take a moment to one more time feel the sand below. Feel the sun above. The warm breaths that you're taking. As you take that moment to pause, give thanks for the water that's in front of you, and then gently reach down and drink. Take in the cool, wet water. Let it quench the thirst that's arrived in your throat and in your mouth. Feel the cool water as it enters your body. It cools you down from the inside. And just take a moment to be grateful. Grateful for the gratification. Grateful for the pause. And just breathe. Now that you feel a little better, you've drinking your fill, quenched your thirst, maybe splash some of that cool water on your head. You continue to proceed as you leave the desert area and gently walk along a cool coastal path. You see the ocean beside you. You hear the rush of the waves as they gently touch the shore. Now the sand is cool and wet beneath your feet. Continue to breathe. The thirst is quenched. It's been a long journey. It's been a long walk. And as we walk along the beach, you start to feel hunger. Feel that gentle pang in your stomach. You've walked across the desert, you've made it to the ocean. Now you continue to walk along the beach and just breathe. Smell that ocean air as it rolls in with the waves. The peace and gentleness that a walk on the beach can bring. And way down, as you look down the beach, you see a nicely dressed table, candlestick on top. So far down there, but you continue to walk. Feel a little bit more hungry, a little bit tired, but relaxed, safe. You continue to walk down the beach. Continue to breathe. Continue to keep your eyes on that white tablecloth that covers that small table down at the end of the beach. Continue to feel the sand beneath your feet, the calming waves as they roll upon the shore. Be mindful of your breath, mindful of your hunger. It's been a long journey, and you continue to breathe. And as you walk, the table gets closer and closer, and you see a silver dish with a lid on top. Feel the hunger. And as you walk closer and closer to the table, bring to mind your favorite dish. Maybe it's an entree. Maybe it's dessert. Maybe just some fruit. Just imagine your favorite meal. Something that just sounds so fantastic. Maybe you've just had it or you haven't had it in a long time. Imagine it being underneath that lid. Oh, so hungry. Such a long journey. And just take a moment as you approach the table. There's a chair in front of it that faces out to the ocean, right at the table. Chair can be anything you want it to be. Maybe made of wood or a lounge chair. But just take a moment and sit. Feel the chair underneath you, whether it's cushy or firm. Place each hand on either side of the silver dish that's covered. Feel the tablecloth. But just pause for a moment. Take that moment to be grateful for the journey that you've walked, made it across the desert. You've walked along the seashore. The waves are rolling in. You're imagining your favorite meal. But you just take a moment to sit. Be grateful. Look out upon the ocean. Recognize your hunger, but also the satisfaction of just taking that moment to pause and just breathe. And when it feels right, take your hand and lift the silver lid, revealing your favorite meal, whatever that might be. Take just a moment, see it, smell it, appreciate it. And when it feels right, a magic fork will appear or spoon, and you may take a bite. It's often said that the first bite is the best. Whatever you've bitten into, take that moment to savor it. Taste the taste. Smell the smell. Appreciate and enjoy each tasty morsel, whatever that might be. And just breathe. That first bite or two of anything delicious will immediately gratify the hunger in your belly. Helps warm or cool the soul, whichever it may be. And just take a moment to appreciate being content. And as you look out across the ocean, sitting in front of your favorite dish, take a moment to just be quiet and breathe. Just breathe. And now that we're content, comfortable, and relaxed, let's go ahead and gently come together and conclude the meditation. Let's go ahead and settle in, and we're going to do a dedication of merit. Today we brought forth habit energy. We spoke about taking time to pause when it comes to instant gratification. We brought forward that instant gratification can be positive, it can be negative, and it can be neutral. And by taking that pause, we have an opportunity to decide which is which. As we go through our day and our week, may we recognize that almost everybody has some sort of habit energy that they too are dealing with. Have a great week, a wonderful day. Namaste.